So I'm doing something a little out of character for me, and that's just recording on the fly. But some things have popped up over the past several weeks in conversations with C-suite leaders, and in particular, conversations with CEOs and COOs, even in the last 72 hours, that are really top of mind, and I wanted to share. So we know companies are facing very tough decisions right now. They're trying to extend runway. They are honing strategy. They are thinking about delivery mechanisms, revenue, profitability, all things that are super critical, really important. And they're cutting costs. They're asking questions like, can we afford to fill that critical position that we have open? Can we afford the marketing spend that's already in our budget? Can we afford to have our CAC, our customer acquisition costs, at the same level they are today? And the conversation evolves into the one thing companies can't afford. And it's the one thing I can guarantee you companies can't afford, no matter where you are. And that's internal friction. Leaders simply cannot afford friction in the system. Companies need relentless execution and all hands on deck. So the minds, the perspectives of every team member in the game. These are table stakes. We know that. But there's something about our environment today that is making it even more acute, so that anything that detracts from that is drag in the system. They can't afford for their own executive teams to be anything other than collaborative. If you think about alignment, that alignment has to extend to people leaders. If that alignment isn't there, you can't afford to have your people leaders out of sync and out of step with strategy. You can't afford the disjointedness that comes up from that lack of alignment, and they can't afford to let conflict fester. The conversations are moving into specific plans in terms of what is needed to identify and address the internal friction that's getting in their way. And we're talking with them about how do you build team and leader and organizational resilience into the DNA of the organization. It's not self-care and wellness. It's not individual resilience. I'm talking about team resilience, leader resilience, and org resilience. It doesn't actually matter how big or small the company is. What we're finding is it's not just about focusing on things that are going to help you accelerate and only on those, but also really examining what are the things that are holding you back and tackling those as well.